All right, so NAMM 2020 just happened to be walking by and ran into John Norum and Mike Åkesson of Manic Custom Guitars. So how are you guys doing today?
Very good. Great.
Awesome. All right, so tell me about what we got going on here at the Manic Custom Guitars booth.
Well, I'm a builder from Sweden. I make one-of-a-kind guitars, all handmade by me, from planks to the ready product with a fret leveling and everything. So this is what I have with me. I got 6 guitars here, and I'm building guitars for John Norum. It's his signature guitar. It's the one right here.
There we are.
This one right here.
Perfect.
It's a European alder body, the Callahan bridge, Fat Strat DiMarzio pickups, Emerson wiring, the Emerson wiring kit,
Exactly.
and rosewood fretboard with my block inlays. And
But you have the option if you like, to have the dot inlays if you like. It's just, up to you. But I thought it was kind of cool to start out with the block inlays because it's kind of unusual for a Strat, But the option is there, you can order one with the dots, if you want to. But
it sticks out.
yeah. And then the machine heads,
Yeah, the staggered tuners, and the Cluson style. That's what you like.
It even has my name on it.
Literally a signature guitar.
Yes, this is my signature guitar. Yeah. It's great.
This particular guitar is actually John Norum's own guitar, and so he's been using it throughout the year on tour for a few songs, and we're gonna sell it up for an auction for charity of Child Cancer Foundation later in the spring. So look out for the upcoming news about that.
It's going to a good cause, So
Absolutely. So not only a cool thing, but it goes to a good cause. That's awesome.
It's got John Norum's sweat on the lacquer. It's got his strings on. Everything is from him, so it's authentic.
Yeah, my DNA is all over the place on this thing because I sweat like crazy. And same strings as I used on the last show we did are still on here. Still feel good though.
So buy John Norum's DNA for a good cause, I think, is the moral of the story here. So how did the connection between John Norum and Manic Custom Guitars first come about?
When it was last year, I contacted his guitar tech, Eric Stenemo, and because we have friends in common, so I just threw a question out there. I said, do you think John would be interested in looking at my guitars? And he said that he already showed John on the Facebook page about that, so he knew I was around. And so we set up a meeting, and I said, no, I thought maybe 10 minutes would be good, but then you picked up the guitar and you didn't stop playing. And then he used it on the show for a couple of songs, and then,
Then I was hooked. It's like, this is it. This is the real deal. I love it. Sounds great. And after so many years of playing guitar, I discovered so many things and learned so much stuff about what works together, like a combination, of different kind of woods and bridges, pickups, and everything. And this is the result basically here, where you have the DiMarzio FS1 pickups and the Callahan bridge and the staggered machine heads and the 6105 kind of tall frets but narrow, which I like. And so it's a beauty. As you can see, it's a beauty.
Very good stuff. Now, just before the interview, you're actually telling me you're here in LA for NAMM because you actually just completed recording a solo album. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I just finished mixing the solo album last night, and it sounds great. I work with Win Davis, at the Total Access Studios, which I worked with a bunch of times before. The first time we got together was when we did the Don Dokken album, Up From the Ashes, in '89. It was a long time before you were born. But
I still love that album, though.
Yeah, it's a classic. And then we've done a bunch of albums after that, and I thought this time would be a good time to, get back to LA and work with Win Davis again, and and he did a fabulous job mixing the album now. So it's all done, completed, last night. So we're here kind of celebrating at the same time as we're here, to showing off these fabulous looking guitars, So yeah. So it's just not a coincidence that I'm here. I knew ahead of time that it was, it's going to be here, of course, So, but don't tell anyone.
Good stuff. So thank you for taking the time to talk to me. Let's just wrap it up with what's the rest of NAMM looking like for each of you?
Well, I'm just going to hang out and meet, some friends and that I haven't seen for a long time. I hope to get, to see Glenn Hughes, which I haven't seen for a while. He's using the orange amps, so I hope to see him and you just hang out and have a good time, basically, Just relax and enjoy yourself, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working. So it's today and tomorrow, and then I'm heading home to Sweden, trying to just gather myself, I don't know, settle down and evaluate what's happened here. It's my first time at the NAMM show, so it's been quite overwhelming, but I'm really excited. So, yeah.
Well, good luck to you both, and have a great rest of your NAMM. Thank you.
Thank you very much.